Hi, and I'm back. Like I said, this is like a little series of videos. So hi everybody, how y'all doing? It is still Tuesday. Ooh, it's Tuesday. Y'all, I be trying to get the glare. It's just terrible, but it's still Tuesday. Yeah, my iPad, just the iPad, just cracked. It just want to be. It's 5:42 a.m. and it is November 12th. Risings. As y'all see, yeah, I be up early, y'all. Like this is normal. Uh, yeah. So this is message number two. Message number two. Message number two. Message number two. Um, this is a message I have trying to avoid, but I can't avoid it because I know the rebuttal that will probably come with it. But hey, I am who I am. I do what I do. I live my life and I say what the fuck I want to say. Um but this is a message that Most High has been preparing me for a while now. And this is a message that I most definitely wanted to make sure my tongue is led in the most respectful way. Um, I hope y'all get what I'm about to say to y'all because it is very important. Not only is it very important, it is something that is on a rampage right now. And I'm not going to say right now because it has been on a rampage for a long time. It has been like this since it has always been like this. But this is, I guess, my time to speak on the topic at hand. Um, ooh, God is petty. Oh my God, God is petty. God is petty. Y'all, He is petty. Y'all don't understand how messy spirit is. Y'all really have no clue how messy spirit is. Yeah. Anywho, let's say shout out to uh Citrus Rose Clay Mask. Essential Vibes Collection. Y'all go get y'all one. $10. You can't go wrong with it. All the hard rock clays, and it's mixed with apple cider vinegar, rose water, and honey, baby. Treat your face lovely. Nurture your skin. Take care of it. Chef's kiss. Gonna look good in it. Okay, back to the message. Y'all can find it at my website, www.essentialvibesco.com. Yes, all of that. Um, It's 5:45. And I want to start right at 5:45. All right. The title of the message, this message is Spiritual Discernment. Spiritual discernment. Beware of trickster spirits. Spiritual discernment. Beware of trickster spirits. spiritual discernment. Y'all see my eyes? Yeah, my other lash. I'm fixing it today. Beware of trickster spirits. Spiritual discernment. Beware of trickster spirits. So, this video, I have to get personal. I have to tell personal experiences to a certain extent, because if I don't, y'all won't understand how it's easily to be fucked over by a trickster spirit and this spiritual shit. Alright? It, let's give disclaimers. I cuss. If you know me, I cuss. My mouth, I don't give a fuck. My temper, been controlling it. Okay? This topic is very sensitive to me. Not only is this topic very sensitive to me, I have experienced this on multiple occasions, and I have had to experience this on multiple occasions so I could be able to teach other people, or to be able to at least guide somebody else through the process or through the lesson, because it is a lesson in which we all must go through so we can have that, you can gain that spiritual discernment. You have to gain spiritual discernment. And in order for you to gain spiritual discernment, your ass gotta fuck around with a couple tricksters. Do you fucking hear me? And in order for you to gain the motherfucking insight and experience and knowledge, is to know how these motherfuckers move, how these motherfuckers play, how these motherfuckers lay tricks on your ass. Please understand, spiritual discernment is motherfucking gained. You can't be taught that shit. You cannot get through this spiritual journey, this process, this life without spiritual discernment. And in order to gain that shit, you gonna run across a couple goddamn trickster spirits. It's rampant out here. It's rampant. I'm passionate, y'all. I'm passionate. I'm passionate. Excuse me. Y'all might laugh at me or whatever the case may be, but like I said, all right. So, trickster spirits come in many forms. Trickster spirits can come in forms of friends, family, lovers, spiritual gurus, preachers, anybody, root workers, conjurers, anybody, any vessel, any path can be possessed. Any individual can be possessed by a trickster spirit. Spiritual discernment is knowing what's real and what's not. Spiritual discernment is knowing to be able to see through the veil. The spiritual discernment is being able to know when somebody is telling your ass a motherfucking lie and they in your goddamn face, but they making that shit look pretty as it can motherfucking be. Spiritual discernment is knowing to listen to an individual's conversation and hear their intuition. And hear their motherfucking intentions. Do you hear me? You can listen to a person talk, but you can feel they motherfucking intentions. If you are truly in tune with yourself and you got spirit on your goddamn side, and that shit comes with listening to your motherfucking intuition. And I think goddamn I need y'all to hear me. I need y'all to hear me. Because this trickster spirits out here draining my pure, innocent spiritual beings of their motherfucking money, of their knowledge, of their energy, of their source, and that shit boils my motherfucking blood. That shit'll make me kill. I'm a different type of one. Okay? Yeah, I'm different. I'm real different. Because I'm very passionate about spirituality. I'm very passionate about people trying to connect with themselves and their higher self to become everything that they want to be in this life. Not only everything that they want to be in this life, fulfill the mission in which they are called and they are created upon. That's my life goal. That's my purpose. I'm a guide. I know that. So I hate when my people get finessed. I hate when my people get led down the wrong path. I hate when my people get taught misinformation. So if you know me, I'm always a person to tell you to go and learn. I'm always a person to tell you, don't expect for me to just tell you stuff, because if I just tell you, you hadn't gained the knowledge. If you don't gain the knowledge, how is it going to benefit you? Because if I just tell you, you just go, oh. But in order for you to master it, and in order for you to exercise that spiritual discernment, and in order for you to know what it is and what is not, you have to go in the field and work, baby. You got to go in the field and see what it's like. You got to get played a time or two if that is the case. I just hope you don't. I hope nobody does. Things to pay attention to when dealing with a trickster spirit. Number one, the obvious, the lifestyle. Take a note. The lifestyle. If the lifestyle, it's 555. It's 555. Oh, just it's 5558. The lifestyle. If you are coming across this person, God, how you want me to put it? 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 How do you want me to put it? If their lifestyle is not a reflection of what you hope to be for, why the fuck you following them? Why the fuck you listening to them? Why the fuck you taking in the advice from a motherfucker that their lifestyle ain't even what it needs to be or what it's supposed to be? If this person's lifestyle not lined up to the shit they preaching, why the fuck you following them? How the fuck you taking advice from somebody that ain't even in the position that you trying to be in? Number two, to that part of the lifestyle. Just because it looked like gold don't mean it ain't motherfucking glitter. Somebody could dress some shit up so quick. Somebody could put a spin on that shit so quick, make you think that shit hot. But as soon as you get it, what it is? Trick. If it's not showing you the foundation, if it's not giving you structure, if it's not giving you the blueprint, if it's not making you feel the blueprint, if it's not making you feel solid, if it's not making you feel secure, but it look good, it look like the shit. It looked like the shit. Do you hear me? It looked like the shit. But when you look at it, it make you feel some kind of way. It make you feel like, something ain't right. That ain't as solid as it's supposed to be. It just shine a little too much. Go, oh, but that glitter, glitter, always. Mm. 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 Okay. Yeah. Alright. That's it. In the spiritual community, not even spiritual community, life in general, the finesse game, the scam game in general, money talk. I deliver stuff different. I deliver stuff different. From I get stuff differently. Money talk. If it's always about money, if it's always about the money, if it's always about the money, is it really good? If it's always about the money, is it really good? If it's always about the money, is it really good? All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. Spiritual discernment, because we're talking about spiritually, okay? That's what we hear now. We're talking about spiritually discernment. If you are involved or come across an individual that's always about money talk, it's always about money, is it really spiritually helping you? If you got to pay for everything, don't get me wrong. The thing with the spiritual community, people like to say that, oh, they feel like everything should be free because spirit energy is is not a, but that's a lie. So I believe in most definitely being patronized for your energy, being patronized for your work, being valued for your work, and also not undervaluing yourself as well. But if it's always about a dollar, if everything got to resort in some kind of form of income, is it really beneficial? Is it really beneficial? Is it really beneficial? Because if you are in the need, if you are seeking spiritual help, if you are seeking spiritual help, is it supposed to rob you? Is it supposed to rob you from an area that's necessary? Let's not take away from sacrificing. That's different. You have to sacrifice in order to gain. So like I said, you must pay or you must give something. But is it always supposed to be a rob? Is it always supposed to be a, a take back from where you are trying to go? Because the goal is to be balanced on every aspect of the scale on this physical plane. And if you are truly in tune and truly balanced, your spiritual hygiene affects your currency. So pay attention to what is being advised of you to always invest or to always do such and such in order to get this bag. Because spiritually, old wise, old school wise, they ain't always had the money. If we being for real, if we going back to the old times, if we going back to the original root workers, the original conjurers, the original priestess, shamans, warriors. If we going back to all these peoples, it was a trade. If you could bring something to the table and you needed me for something, I could do that for you. And once you understand there's a spiritual profit and a spiritual gain, but also a financial benefit. What the fuck? You can't lose. Now that's y'all ain't ready for me to talk my shit. Y'all ain't ready for me to talk my shit. I swear y'all ain't ready for me to talk my shit, because I sit so many motherfuckers down out here and it's sad. Money talk. It's not always about that. Because Most High knows that everybody is not at a level of financial prosperity on their journey. So if you are not at a level of financial prosperity, how can you reach a divine soul on the come up? The divine soul on the come up probably can't afford what you trying to do, but it's not supposed to, because it's gonna send an angel in there to make that divine soul work its currency, work its magic, to learn the lesson of currency along the process. Don't be tricked out here. Don't get tricked out your money. Don't get tricked out your currency for somebody else's spiritual profit. Y'all ain't ready for me. 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 3 or 4, whatever number this is. Authenticity. Authenticity. Genuineness. You must be able to discern, spiritual discernment. You must be able to discern the spirit. You must be able to see an individual's heart. You must be able to read an individual's soul. You do this by seeing the intentions of an individual, by seeing the actions and behaviors of an individual, by seeing the consistency of an individual, by seeing who a person truly is. And that comes from being in the field of experience. This is not something that can be given to you on a silver platter. You have to be able to work to gain the knowledge, to exercise the ability to listen to spirit, to trust your intuition. So that comes with you by spiritual discernment. Beware of trickster spirits. By having a conversation with someone. You can have a conversation with someone and they can tell you one thing, and some could pop up in your head and say that shit don't mean that they saying something else. Or they say they doing this for these alternative, for these motives. Man, some of your gut, some of your soul, some of your spirit just don't see right. That comes from anything. That comes from anything. Come from anywhere. If it does not sit right with you, listen to your discernment. to that voice in your head, to your gut turning, to you being uneasy around the individual. By having a conversation with somebody and you sit there and it don't click. Or not if it don't click. It's the slick comments that they might think that you're going to catch that might not mean anything. Might not mean anything at all. But your soul catches it. Your spirit catches it. And it makes you think. It makes you ponder. It makes you think. Hold on, man. Something ain't right. What you just say? What you just said? Okay, and then you just try to shake it out, but it don't. It won't. It won't. It won't shake off. It won't shake off. That's you. That's your spiritual discernment. That's you trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, being aware of your surroundings, listening to spirit. But in order to know these things, to know what these things feel like, in order to know how it sounds, what to expect, you must deal with trickster spirits. They come in many forms. They come in many fashions. I've said that. Comes in friends, comes in forms of family, comes in forms of lovers and relationships, spiritual advisors, root workers, practitioners, conjurers. This person could see the light upon you and just want to take from you. They're energy vampires. They're vampires that are soak. Trickster spirits take away. They take away. They trickster spirits take away from you. And then what they feed you is bare minimum. What they feed you is regurgitated. What they feed you is not authentic. Goes back to what I said at the beginning of this point, authenticity. Being able to know the genuineness of a soul. Does this person have a heart? Does this person really care about you? Is this person really here for you when you really need something? Is this person really here for you when things are falling apart? When they're there for you in your moments of low, is it judgment or is it a form of uplift? Tricksters. In your weak moments, they're sent to trick you out of your spot, to trick you out of your position. So, a trickster spirit could come right before the new thing's supposed to hit. and you having a weak moment, are you going to fall for the trick? Are you going to let the trick make you feel like you're less than in your moment of downness, and instead of uplifting? Because that's what a genuine soul is. A genuine soul is going to bring you up in some kind of way. It's going to let you know your downfalls. Yes, it is. It's going to let you know your downfalls, but it's not going to make you feel even less than what you already are. Because the trick is to get you to give me the energy in which I'm aiming for. So the whole purpose of one of the whole purposes of the spiritual journey is to gain spiritual discernment. Spiritual discernment is all about trusting your intuition, trusting the connection that you have with spirit, trusting the connection that you have with energy, trusting who you are with energy, and saying, I know what that is. That ain't right. That's not okay with me. That don't feel right. That don't make sense. Okay, now that don't make sense, let me sit back and let me evaluate. Evaluate, observe, and do it all together. And that's when your spiritual discernment continues to flow. But in order for that to happen, what do? You have to exercise it. So that means being in the field, being around trickster spirits. The title was Spiritual Discernment. Beware of trickster spirits. But in only for you to be aware, you must encounter them. You must encounter them to see how they smell, to see how they move, to see, huh, oh, ooh, to get the trick. But once you get the trick, you learn and you do something with it. That increases your spiritual discernment. Do not be easily manipulated. Do not be easily influenced. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are strong enough, and know that you are powerful enough to endure whatever it is that you are encountering at that moment in time, if it has been bestowed upon you in a positive aspect. So know that with you putting in the work, you will gain the knowledge, you will gain the insight. For your own benefit, instead of being tricked the knowledge. And then when you get the trick, you understand that it wasn't even worth it. This all I got? This all I got from it? This is all you had to offer me? I would have done better doing it myself. Spiritual discernment. Spiritual discernment. It's a lot of things going on out here. Goes for readers. Oh my God. I'm not a reader, so that's not, in my aspect. But I hear so many readers talk about like the trickster spirits now, like people copying their messages, regurgitating their information. Same thing with root workers. Same thing with conjurers. It's the same thing everywhere. You can have people copying your messages. You can have people copying your spells, copying your products, trying to flow how you flow, trying to feel the way that you do and possess it as their own. They could see the light upon you before you have the will or a drive to do it yourself. And so that's where that tricks the spirit comes in, to trick you out of your spot, to see if they could take it away from you before you even get it. But in order to know what it is and what it ain't, you have to trust yourself. Spiritual discernment is a lot of trusting your intuition. I can't stress it enough. This is a long video and I'm finna end it because I just looked at it. It is 41 minutes. Lord have mercy. But y'all, please be aware. Be grounded within yourself to be able to read between the lines. The veil is very thin. The veil is so thin. Your ass should be able to be. Ooh, you should be able to hear if a rat piss on kite. I swear for God. Cause if that shit don't sit right with you, you should be able to snatch that shit up so quick to make it make sense. This is that point where you have to do that to make it make sense. Okay? Y'all make it make sense. Beware the tricksters. Spiritual discernment. Don't get tricked out your spot. Don't get tricked out your gifts. Don't get tricked out your harvest. Don't get tricked out your spot. Don't get tricked out your birthright. It's so easy if you don't pay attention and have that spiritual discernment. So be aware. Listen to your intuition. Ground yourself. Trust that good. Listen to the voices in your head. But be able to also discern the voices in your head. Okay? And trust the signs that are always shown to you. All right, y'all. I hope y'all got it. Blessings.